actually might look a little weird if I do that, but that's fine as is. So there is one skeleton. I'm gonna go ahead and take these feet off of here. It's like the bones are kind of scattered throughout the skirt. They're not all like a single skeleton all put together. Which is definitely good. I think it would look really weird if it was just a whole skeleton just like flopped on a skirt. Like this. That's good like that. Now I can take these arms apart too. These screws are going to be a little finicky because this is a tiny little section. I might leave this one with the hand attached and just take this part off of that. It is kind of just open to interpretation, but I think it looked cool with little pieces that are still together. Come on, there we go. Perfect. All right. Oh, whoops. Still got these right here. Take those out. I'm still not sure how I'm going to attach this to the skirt. I might end up using like a clear thread, but I don't know if that's going to look a little hokey. We'll see whenever time comes. But these out. Okay. You can come apart here, and here, and here, and here. Cool. So some of these I'm probably going to end up leaving together. I'll just go back and screw them in since they're all the same screw size, pretty much. Some of them are a little bit shorter, but since they're mostly the same screw size, I don't really care too much about keeping them separate from each other. But yeah, I think if I put them like this, like up against the skirt, I don't like using hot glue in costumes, I really don't. But it may end up that I have to for this, just because there's really no other good way to attach it without like drilling holes into it. Which, I mean, like something like this I would have to, something like this I could probably make do with what's already here. But I don't really want to do that. I think I'm just gonna hot glue it. We'll see when the time comes. For now, oh, I said I was gonna leave that one hand attached. Oh, I did, okay. I think I might have to unscrew one of these, or two of these, to get this bottom piece off, or top piece technically. Yeah. Let's see if I can set. My nails are not strong enough for this. There we go. So I'll probably leave that. I'll leave that like that. You know, hold on. if I'm really desperate for more bones, I'll probably take this apart and just glue it like I did with this, or like that. Or wait, where are you? Here you are. I'll probably leave that one as is and then use this like that. But should be okay. Alright, so here's one skeleton pretty much taken apart. I'm still not sure about this section. I don't like that it's together, but honestly I'm not sure what I can do with that little one. Let me go see if I can grab my smaller screwdriver kit. I think I know where it is, so it should be just a second before I get back. Alright, I'll be right back. I did know where it was. That was really quick. Okay. So let's see if this works. If it doesn't, it's just going to end up staying together and I'll have to deal with that. Or I might just get frustrated and cut it off. Either way. Cross your fingers. Let's see if this works. I do think it is, but I think this is a little bit too small for that little section. So let's go a tad bit bigger. Alright, come out of there. There we go. This one might be too big. Nope, that's actually perfect. Okay, let's see. Oh bless, it looks like it's working. I'm not gonna tempt fate, I'm just gonna try and get this out of here. Yes! Perfect! Screw that back in and not worry about it anymore. Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. Alright. Still gonna take it slow. I don't want to accidentally strip these. Actually is stripped. That's okay. Alright. Okay. If nothing, I can just leave one on there. I'd rather not, but might have to. Please come out. Oh, progress. Yes. There we go. Hopefully that should be enough. Yes. Perfect. And that works. And that can be the pelvis detached. Okay. Put this screw back in here. Good. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Okay, so here's one skeleton pretty much taken all the way apart. I'm still not sure if I'm going to double up these bones like this or if I'm just going to attach them all back together. For now, I'll probably just kind of like piece them a little bit how they're supposed to be and decide from there. But for now, I think I'm gonna have enough bones. Like, looking at this, I think I'll be okay to just do like this. This rib cage is definitely the heaviest part because it's the biggest bone, but it's still not that bad. Skeleton. I do kind of want to leave that together like that. Okay, so there's one pile of bones done, and now I can move on to the second one. I will probably leave these together just because that is a massive thing to fill right there, but we'll see. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna check on these real fast. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, they're actually still very, very wet. I'll probably have to wait until tomorrow. These do not look like they're gonna dry soon, but that's alright. I'll leave them be for now. Okay. Because I still have plenty to do. I have another skeleton to dismember. That's so gruesome. I'm not a very gruesome person. This cosplay is kind of out of character for me. I normally do pretty dresses and cutesy things. I love ruffles, I love sparkles. So this is very much out of my norm, but this one for some reason has just been on my list. I think it's just because it looks like a technical cosplay that is going to be interesting for me, at least. I think that's why it appeals to me, but in any case, I'm very excited. I'm enjoying myself very much so far. And that's really all I can ask for in a cosplay. It's kind of why I ended up dropping Violet, because I wasn't having as much fun. I think it's because it's sewing, and I'm so used to sewing that it's not as much of a challenge as it used to be. It's still difficult, don't get me wrong, but I kind of enjoy the challenge of prop work, where you have more than just fabric you're dealing with. Plus the construction of this is kind of fun too, with that giant hoop skirt, plus the little extra bits on the end. I don't actually know what it is. I'm gonna say it's a stomach, but I don't particularly know. There we go. Alright, there's one done. Kinda get this one back down maybe? A little bit. Yeah, okay, that works. Take it slow. Please don't strip the screw. Perfect. Let's get you back into place. There we go. Struggled with that for a second. You back in place. I do like that I can take this apart instead of just having to cut it apart. There we go. That works for me. For this one I might cut here and just keep this part kind of together. this part off. Learning from the last one. Boop. Perfect. Yeah, I'm glad I went ahead and ended up buying it. It is more expensive to do it this way versus making a skeleton, but honestly, I'm kind of on a time crunch, and this is just easier. Plus, I know it looks better than what I would have done, and it's a lot more durable. Because I was probably going to do some kind of paper mache, and unfortunately, it's just not going to travel well, I don't think. So, pros and cons, pros and cons. It's like I would love to make this all from scratch, but I don't think with the time constraints that I have and the skill level I'm currently at whenever it comes to prop making, I don't think it would have been up to my standards, and I would have just been unhappy with it. So, one day, maybe. Perfect. Then screw you back into place. Okay. Then here. Oops. There you are. Then you here. Pop you apart. I'm not sure what I'll keep together on this one. Definitely the rib cage, of course, but oops. Ah, shoot. Come here. There we go. I screwed this side together before I made sure everything was fine. Okay. I'm very excited to weather this and paint it to make it look gross. I'm considering adding like some sort of like paper mache or some kind of gross looking stuff to make it look kind of fleshy, because I like being extra, but I might end up just doing this. I'll see how creative I feel in a bit. It's like, it's definitely just bones on the dress. It's not like half consumed human. That sounds so gross. I hate saying that. But I kind of want to be a little bit extra with it since I'm not putting as much effort in by making it completely myself. Yeah. Cool beans. Alright. Let's see. How much do I want to take apart now? I don't know. Alright. Let's just take it all apart. We can attach whatever we want to in a bit. Let's go ahead and put this away. I don't want any accidents. I need some water. 1 second. Talk this much. I also don't drink this much water normally. I really should, but I'm kind of bad about it. Let's see. Take you out. Okay, I think. There we go. I think if I take some of them apart, I should take all of them apart, just for continuity's sake. I don't know. Like some of these shouldn't be... It shouldn't be like some of these are half bones and some of them are all together. I don't think that's gonna look that great. I don't know. Excuse me. Alright, you. Come here. There we go. Perfect. Just you, and there we go. I'm not sure quite how I'm gonna fill in these little sections if I do leave it apart. I might use like a Bondo. I might use Bondo. Take you apart. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't go with the drill now. I feel like it would have stripped a lot of these, unfortunately. The metal isn't very tough. There's one and two. Alright. There we go. Just turn me this. And then you as well. I think a lot of the fun is going to come whenever I get to the weathering part. Like, this is just kind of taking everything apart. Which is way more fun than putting things together. But probably not the most interesting thing to watch, sorry. I'm having fun, but I don't know how fun this is to watch. There we go. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to cut these pieces, like these little tiny pieces like this, off with a knife, or I'm going to grab the Dremel. The Dremel is definitely messier and louder, but I think it would be quicker and a little bit more precise than trying to slice, 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 slice. Okay, they're off. Oops. Ah, see, these are different. These two right here, I think... Did I have other ones like that? Interesting. No, the rest of these are flat-ended. This one has a point on it. I'm getting excited over the shapes of screws. That's dumb. It's alright. Oh yeah, no, I did take the other one apart, so I should have seen that. Interesting. Hi, Mama! I have always liked taking things apart, I know. It's a problem, but at least for this, it'll be a part of the costume. And I don't have to put it back together. But hi, I like the red, very nice. I see you got my message. How are you doing? And thank you for coming by. It's been like an hour since anyone talked, so I've just been talking to myself. But yeah, no, I'm having a blast just taking this apart and not having to worry about it. But all the screws are the same size, pretty much, so I can put it back together if I need to and not have to keep track of everything. Whoopsie. Yeah, I had some caffeine if you haven't noticed. Putting up fence posts. Don't apologize. I figured you were out there doing some yard work. Yeah, please don't apologize. You'll have to send me a picture of how they look. Are you putting up fence posts by the pool house? If you don't mind answering on stream. It's like I don't think there's anyone else in here, so you're free to say whatever you would like. Working in the rain? Why? Oh, by the pool house? Cool, cool, cool. Don't do that to yourselves. Well, I guess it's like you don't have as much time to do it during the week, so that kind of makes sense, but we're getting there. Do you like my pile of bones? It looks so creepy on stream. I'm gonna paint them and make them look all gross and stuff. It's gonna be great. It was so nice. Really? I suppose so. I thought that it would make it kind of difficult because concrete and water don't mix well. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. They're not the best things to put together. Accidentally, at least. On purpose, great. Accidentally, not so much. But I'm sure it was a lot nicer than working out in scorching sun. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave this foot attached. Just for funsies. You're welcome home, skeleton. No, don't worry. I got 2 others. The welcome home skeleton sitting on the table over there. I told PD, I'm like, I cannot take this one apart. This is the special one. And he's like, okay, alright. Don't worry, I wouldn't do that to you. Let me screw this one back in, because I'm going to have to cut off this piece here, and that's going to get rid of that. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not. I try not to disassemble too many of the things that you love, but sometimes... Yeah, you're welcome. I have to find a picture of that again. The welcome home skeleton. I completely forgot about that. I am so glad I ordered 2 then. Because originally I was just going to disassemble the other one too and just buy 1 skeleton. But I was like, no, this one's too sentimental. But yeah, don't feel like you have to talk if you are not in the mood to talk. You are free to just lurk and listen to the cool music. I'm kind of just chatterboxing right now. Alright. Oh, hey! You want to see my maggots? Not a sentence I ever thought I would be saying, but... Please observe my gross friends. I love them so much. I'm waiting for them to dry. I covered them with like a spray dye. It's like an ink. And I'm kind of just waiting for them to dry off now so I can paint them with the little stripes and stuff. You saw them? Oh no, this is like since I painted them. So this is the original color right here. So, oh, you can't really tell that much, but they are definitely a different color. They're all gross and brownish. Oh, unless you've been in here. I just haven't noticed. But yep, those are my friends. I'm gonna name each and every one of them. So, this... You're gonna laugh at me. I have had this stuff forever. It's just foam that you put in like a seat cushion, and I've literally had it for years. And I have just been cutting them apart. Like that's what I was doing last stream. Oh yeah, sorry. I streamed yesterday. It wasn't for too long, but I ended up just cutting up a bunch of these. And this is what's left of that one piece. So I can make a ton of these out of this, which surprised me. I did not think I'd be able to make as many as I did. Like, the foam pack that I just showed you came with two. It's these. It was like $5 for the pack of two. So I may end up making more. I'm still not entirely sure. But, yep. By the way, if you're ever looking for a good gift for a certain somebody, this is like a little cooler for cans, and it is the best thing in the world. I have to show everyone because I do not know about these. But yeah, it's just like a little Yeti cooler for your cans and keeps your stuff cool. But yeah, anyways. So now comes the fun part of painting these. Have to go cook dinner? That is totally fine. Thank you so much for coming by. I love you immensely. I'm sorry, I'm just talking now. But thank you for coming by. I love you. Have good foods. Yeah, I will be here hopefully until 9. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set a schedule and stick to it. I'm going to do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I think is going to be my goal. But I love you too. Have fun. Enjoy your food. And thank you again for coming by. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, this is going to take way too long. I have to use a Dremel. That's fine. Got it right beside me. Oops. Smacked myself with a cord. Oh, cute. Unicorn emoji, always. Oh, and tell Papa I said hi and I love him. Alright. So let's go ahead and mark what needs to be cut. So I think I'll use purple to mark that. So here, I know this for sure needs to be cut off. I kind of just want to see what needs to be done. I probably shouldn't actually mark it with purple. I should probably just grab the pieces, just so it doesn't get melted into the plastic. Okay. The skulls are fine as is. Those just need to be painted. So let's move just a whole bunch of pieces now. I'm supposed to be taking progress pictures. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's okay. All the bones, all the bones. Let's grab a picture. Take a little bit of video. Okay. Alright. So, let's just do like this. Anything that doesn't need to be cut is going to go off to this side. This, yes, yes. Oh, well, it's probably just going to be all of it. Alright, let's just do like this instead. Safety first, leaving this unplugged for now. Do that. There we go. I will keep this this around though because I know I'm gonna need it in a little bit to smooth out some of these edges. This is just a horror show now. I'm just dismembering skeletons. And hopefully this will not be too loud. If it bothers anyone's ears, please let me know if there is anyone in here who is bothered by that. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully it isn't too loud. I don't think it will be, because I'm not doing anything too crazy, but... I also don't think this is capturing video very well, so let's play around with the camera for a second. Let's move it like this. Sorry for the shaky cam. There we go. That'll be nicer. Hopefully I won't hit my head on it too much. Let's do like that. Well, I don't want to get that in there. Yeah, that should be okay. Goodness, that is right in my head, though. Let's see. I think that's pretty much exactly what it was before. Oops. Alright, well, that's kind of what we're gonna have to go with, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I don't have very good camera equipment. I am not a pro streamer. I am just here doing my cosplay thing. Okay, so let's see. Alright. I'll go back and sand whatever I need to in a little bit. But for now, I'll just be doing this part, cutting everything off that I need to. I may end up keeping some of these pieces together just so it's easier and I only have to do one section at a time instead of doing two separate sections. Which technically I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference, but I'll feel a little bit better about it. I'm always afraid of putting it on a high speed. Making progress. Hopefully that sound isn't too bad for you guys. Those through here. I feel like an evil genius right now, and it's kind of amazing. Alright. Perfect. I think I might have actually melted this together, which is kind of what I was hoping to avoid, but that's alright. Boop-a-doop. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to vacuum after this. Okay. Thankfully, because it is just thin plastic, I can just pull it apart like so. Oh wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. That's fine. This I will keep separate for the sanding though. Nice. Alright. It's okay. Okay, it might actually be a lot easier just to leave it separate. I think I just have to be less afraid of it going at high speeds. Just like that. God bless this Dremel. I do love it. I don't do prop work hardly ever, so I don't really have too much need for it. I don't actually remember what cosplay I used, or what cosplay I needed it on, but I did get it as a present for cosplay, like specifically for cosplay. But I needed it for something, and it ended up being one of the best tools I have ever used. Besides the sewing machine, of course. I'll set that there. I will say it is a lot harder to hold on to whenever it's just like a single, like a half versus a whole, but eh. That's why you see it slipping so much. I'm trying to remember, you have to let it get up to speed for it to do its job properly, but this poor thing is so old. I'm amazed that it still runs sometimes. There we go. That was all fine. That was fine. This. I think I was actually leaving this together. I actually remember. I'm gonna set that aside for now. This, I know I was cutting off here. This actually might be tricky. Okay. I wonder if this is like solid on the inside. I might have to get my saw out to do this. It really is just a horror fest at this point. How do safely? I'm probably gonna have to get the saw out for this one. Because I don't want to mess around too much and not be safe with this. Dremels are a little bit scary sometimes, and I'd much rather be safe and it take way too long versus, you know, losing a finger. Throw that trash away. Or I can just do that. Alright. Let's see, can I snap this? Yes, perfect. Awesome. Alright. So that works like that. This section I will leave as is. It's kind of cool that it still turns, but alright. That's one more section. And then here I'm probably going to cut off this. Well, how much of this do I want to cut off? Probably just this part. There's this little nubbin at the top. This part of me wants to cut it a little bit further down, but that's alright. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but could definitely be worse. Better than trying to cut it with that box cutter. I'm so excited. This is so much fun. I feel like I'm doing something illegal, cutting apart a skeleton, but... And there we go. Perfect. Alright. Still not sure. glad that it is kind of brittle and I can do that. But I'm really hoping it'll be sturdy enough to handle all the transport. I think I was leaving the hand attached on this one. So with this, I don't know what I should do. I think I'm just going to leave it as is and just cut off these little nubbins here and here. Because I kind of was thinking about cutting it off here, but that is, I mean, I think it looks fine. I really do. So I'll probably just leave it like so. And just cut off the nubs. Okay. It's a little harder to hold so far apart, but there's not really a good place to grasp it. One, and here's the other. Again, sorry if this is loud. I'm hoping that the microphone doesn't pick it up as loud as it actually is, but if it does, I'm so sorry. Probably going to take a break in about 5 minutes so I can feed my doggo and let him run for a second. This needs to go over here too. So all those are done. Now it's just these little fiddly bits. Trying to figure out a way to safely grab this. This is actually very thick plastic for the feet, and I don't know why. The rest of it's pretty thin, but the feet themselves are very, very thick. Very sturdy. getting there. We're getting there. Alright. Being a little fiddly. Okay. Yeah, it definitely cuts better at higher speeds. It's just a little bit scarier. And I don't like it. Like that. It makes me nervous. It's like I'm definitely out of harm's way, but it's still just like a little bit scary when it decides to have a mind of its own. Trying to firmly grasp it. Thank you, SpongeBob. And choop. We're honestly almost done cutting off these pieces. I have all of this done. Throw these little pieces away real fast. I'm trying to keep the mess to a minimum, which is very difficult with plastic. I have it all over my arms, but I mean, kind of to be expected. I have little plastic bits on my screen too. But this is what I have left. Let's move you around. There we go. This is what I've got left. So I like all these smaller pieces. Alright, so I'm gonna finish these real fast and then we can get back to, or then I'm gonna take a break, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take a break now. It's 7:31. I'm probably gonna be gone about 10 minutes or so. Hopefully not too long, but I do need to take care of my puppy, and I might grab a quick snack real fast. So I'll be back in about 10 minutes, alright?